No, I don't. Copyright and all that shit. So yeah, this one is a juicy one. Juice.
Sounds it.
Very McJuice. Also, can I just point out that his name is Adolfo and Jesus, which two names which Adolf and Jesus are two names which are very strange. It's kind of like Marilyn Manson and the Spooky Kids. You know, when Marilyn Manson, his band, you probably don't know this, but Marilyn Manson and his band, they would choose like the name of like a serial killer and a celebrity. So it's kind of like that, like Adolf Jesus. It's like he could be like the flute player in Marilyn Manson and Spooky Kids.
The triangle.
Yeah, because they had Marilyn Manson, which is Marilyn Monroe, Charles Manson.
Yep.
They had Madonna Wayne Gacy, which was Madonna, and John Wayne Gacy. And who was the fucking other one as well? Oh, there was another one. Not John Five. I don't know where that name John Five came from. He was the blonde guitar player, but he came in there. Maybe the robot? John Five? No, that doesn't work. Anyway. Yeah, I just thought that. So yeah,
that went over my head completely.
I know. I just thought I'm speaking to someone who is not a Marilyn Manson fan. But
have listened.
You like a few songs, but you're not like hardcore into the names of them. Well, clearly neither am I, because I can't remember them all. So yeah, we've got Adolfo Jesus Constanzo. We'll just call him Adolfo for this purpose, because I'm not going through all that, and I'm not calling him Jesus either. I think he's because I'm not. I'm not calling it Jesus. So yeah. Adolfo Jesus Constanzo. Just let's do a little backstory on him. Well, to be honest, we're just going to sort of run through this from start to finish, because his whole legacy is pretty darn tootingly interesting, if you ask me. Adolfo Jesus Constanzo was born in Miami on November 1st, 1962. His mother, Delia Aurora Gonzalez de Valle, was a Cuban immigrant. I'm so happy that I managed to get that name out. Was a Cuban immigrant and was just 15 years old when she gave birth to Adolfo. She was pretty young. Mm-hmm. His biological father, unfortunately, died not too long after Adolfo was born, so we never really got to know his real dad. While he was still a baby, he and his mother, who just went by Aurora, so we're just going to call her Aurora, they all up sticks and moved to Puerto Rico, where she'd go to marry her second husband, the man who would actually be Adolfo's only real father figure. Adolfo was baptized a Catholic and seemingly accepted the religion wholeheartedly, even spending time as an altar boy. For a short time, his life, at least on the outside, seemed relatively normal.
That's different.
How so?
Because all the other, not all of them, but most of them have had a troubled upbringing. Yes.
Well, I did say seemed on the outside.
Oh, right, okay.
So, however, all of that was about to change. In 1972, when he was 10 years old, his family moved away from Puerto Rico and back to Little Havana in Miami. Then, dun, 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 tragedy struck, as 1 year after moving back, his stepfather sadly died as well.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So both of his actual father figures have died. Well, one who didn't really know, the other one died. Mm-hmm. Silver lining, though, he was quite a rich man, the second one. So when he actually died, he left Adolfo and his mum a decent bit of money to survive on for a while.
Oh,
we're not talking millions and millions. We're not talking like empire, but just enough to get him by, have a little homey home, things to be okay. It was around this time, though, when his stepfather died, that Adolfo's life began to slowly spiral further into the bizarre and the macabre. Okay. Neighbours, and not the TV show, neighbours and other local residents had begun to notice something odd about Adolfo and his mother, and rumours quickly started to spread that Aurora was indeed a witch.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, cackling. Like a witch like this. Like that type of witch, not this one. Ooh, it's not a witch, that's an owl.
When the witches do that?
Ooh. When they're raving, partying. Or when they see something scandalous through the window. Ooh.
Fuck's sake.
which is to make whatever noises they want.
Just making owl noises then.
Adolfo's mother had for many years been a believer and a participant in polyamorous.
What's that?
From what I can see, it all derives from... See, I knew you were going to ask this fucking question, so that's why I figured it out. I did actually look this up from polyamorous.net, I think it was, or .org. So this is from the horse's mouth, bitch. This is from what they say they is.
Okay.
Yeah, from what I can see, it all derives from a religion called Santeria, yeah, whose origins came about as early as 1515 from the Caribbean during the rule of the Spanish Empire. It was adopted by a lot of West African slaves and a lot of indigenous Americans, and actually still exists to this day in places.
Can I ask?
Yes,
with Santeria, is that the one with the scorpion?
I don't think so. No, you're thinking of that Santa da Muerta.
I don't know. I'm thinking of like when we watched Hot Chicks. Well, not Hot Chicks, the Hot Chick.
Oh, the Hot Chick.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I don't think the Hot Chick is real. I don't think they have based.
No,
I know it's not real. The show. I don't think.
But I think what he was mentioning it because the other stuff what he mentioned was real.
Maybe. I don't know. We'd have to Google the Hot Chick again. You asked me I thought I was doing such a good thing by figuring out an actual factual thing that you coming up, and I was such on a roll going through that fact, and you bring up, is that from the Hot Chick? You know what? I'm not even going to try anymore covering all bases because you're just going to blindside me with some fucking curveball out of nowhere like the fucking Hot Chick. Is that the religion from the Hot Chick?
Not from the Hot Chick itself, but there was when it was like searching through the internet and he found like that.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I don't know if it's from the Hot Chick. Okay. Well, that can be some post podcast research you can do if you really want to.
The scorpion shows up.
And you know what? Tweet the answer out. So everyone go follow us on Twitter at Murderlandpod, and Alan will figure out if this is the religion from the Hot Chick, and he will tweet out whether or not it is. Let's see if anyone gives a shit.
We've got like 17 followers.
10, Alan. 10.
Oh.
Also go follow us on Facebook as well, Adventures in Murderland, if you want to. We've got over 200 on there. The religion still exists.
Sorry.
The religion still exists now in places such as Brazil and Mexico. Santeria, though, is it's sort of the light side of this belief system. So there's a whole belief system going on, and Santeria is like the light side of it, and Polyamorous is the dark side, which features a lot of black magic type rituals.
Okay.
So she was more into the Polyamorous. Adolfo's mum had actually secretly had him blessed by a Haitian priest when he was just 6 months old.
Oh.
So, see, what I said, it seemed fine on the front, but behind closed doors, so was something spooky. The priest had declared that Adolfo was a chosen one and was destined for great power.
Chosen in what sense?
Just chosen. It's like like in every movie. It's like is it the MacGuffin? Is that what it's called? Like the MacGuffin from every movie? I think I'm using that word wrong. It's like the thing from every fucking movie where it's like, you're the chosen one. You are the chosen one.
Where they get sacrificed.
You're the chosen one. No, not where they necessarily get sacrificed, but where like they are the only one who can save the world.
All right, okay.
It's like, oh, you are the only one. There's only one, like Neo from The Matrix. So, of course, both Adolfo and his mum lived their lives kind of normal for a good time without Adolfo knowing any of that stuff, that he'd been blessed by a Haitian priest. Until at the age of 9, not long before they actually moved back to Miami from Puerto Rico, his mother finally introduced him to Polyamorous.
Ooh.
So he gets blessed as a kid, doesn't know anything about it, sort of grows up a bit. Then she goes, son, I want to show you the teachings of Polyamorous. And he goes, Polyamorous, what the fuck is that? That sounds cool.
To be fair, if my mom said that to me, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Can I just say, I think I'm painting the picture that these are the perfect sort of normal family. They're not 100% normal. I mean, they are a little bit odd because clearly with a mum who gets you blessed by a Haitian priest, you're not going to be the most together people. So they are a bit peculiar. Anyway, they're not like going to work 9 to 5 sort of family, eating the cereal, and, you know, they're not that. I think even she's got arrested a couple times throughout the thing, but for like stealing cars and shit and being a bit mean to people, like violence. So I think she's not fully there. Well, do you want to see her mugshot actually?
Oh, she's got a mugshot.
Yeah, so it just shows she's not. See, that's her.
Is she wearing a hood?
No, that's just her hair.
Oh,
It's an awful hairstyle. Especially for the heat. It's a lot of hair for the heat. So yeah, they would. His mum would take him on little trips from Puerto Rico to Haiti to learn about voodoo. And at this point now, they're all getting pretty deep into the whole polyamorous sort of voodoo shit.
okay.
In 1976, when he was around 14, Adolfo became a polyamorous. Through a drinking game every time I'm going to say polyamorous. Polyamorous. Yeah, polyamorous apprentice. So he became like the sorcerer's apprentice for polyamorous.
Polyamorous.
Yeah. He became like the sorcerer's apprentice, but for that. His occult godfather, who was teaching him, was already rich from working with local drug dealers, and imparted onto Adolfo a philosophy that would stick with him for the rest of his life. The guy who was teaching him polyamorous said to him, "You can't just say it randomly, otherwise it's not a good game." Said to him,
"Let the non-believers kill themselves with drugs. We will profit from their foolishness."
Huh?
Do you not understand that?
No.
So he was working with drug dealers.
Yeah.
And he said, "Let the non-believers kill themselves with the drugs. We'll profit from their foolishness." So essentially what he was saying was, we will make money from drug dealers and people who buy in drugs. They will, because they're the non-believers in the polyamorous shit, and we'll let them kill. So like, sort of like, don't feel any guilt towards these people who are taking the drugs and doing that shit. Let them do it. Let them kill themselves with the drugs. If they're the non-believers, that's up to them.
All right, okay.
Yeah. Around the same time, Adolfo's mother recalls that her son began displaying psychic powers, as you do. I remember when my mother realised I was displaying psychic powers. She wasn't too happy.
Did you start putting chairs on the dining table?
I did, and she told me that they were all going to laugh at me and I should take off the dress and burn it outside and we'd go and pray together. It's from Carrie, for anyone who doesn't know. I love that scene where she's like, "They're all going to laugh at you. They're going to laugh at you." We go, "Come on, okay. Just take off the dress and let's burn it outside and pray together." "No, I'm going to go to the fucking prom." Fuck off. Great movie, though. Sequel was terrible. Apparently...
Remake.
Smack?
Remake.
Oh, remake.
I've only seen the
sequel.
remake, to be
The
fair.
sequel. You've not seen the sequel?
No,
The
I've only
Rage? Carrie 2?
I've only seen the remake.
Oh, we need to watch the sequel. It's got the guy from Home Improvement in. You know, like the douchey brother, the blonde one? Like, who was like the older brother? Not the one who was in like that Christmas movie. Not the, what's his name? Not Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I know you're about.
The 90s Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Like the little one. Not him. Taylor Thomas. Tinker Taylor.
I know you mentioned
him. Yeah, the other one. Yeah, he's the older brother's in it. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
You want to watch it one day?
Maybe.
Okay. So apparently, Adolfo predicted the 1981 shooting of President Ronald Reagan. Could have done with really telling Ronald Reagan that, to be honest. Yeah, if you predict someone's shooting and you're so freaking certain of it, probably tell them, right?
To be fair, it sounds like that other woman. She predicted like 9/11 and everything.
Oh, the old lady?
Yeah.
The blind one?
Yeah.
She did not predict that. I know she says she does. But she says she does. Did. I mean, the thing with this is, and I'm not here to criticize anyone's beliefs, because if people believe in psychics and all that, fine. I mean, we've had discussions about this more recently.
Have we?
Yeah, but